if it has to be holistic, if we have to keep it holistic, then we have to look at doing financial, right? And then physical, mental, emotional, social, intellectual, and spiritual. So how would you want to do this? Would you want to do, say, maybe 2 points each for each of these features? You want to write down, like each of us may have some common goals or some common aspirations, but we can cover maybe 2 points for each of these. Would you want to do that? You want to get started doing your vision board, and then you can complete it individually later.
Okay.
So maybe we can take the physical wellness part first to begin with. Is that okay?
Okay.
So what are your aspirations for physical wellness? Like, for example, I practice yoga, and I want to be, maybe I can say I want to be consistent in doing my yoga. Like if there are 4 classes in a week, I want to ensure that I'm attending all my 4 classes so that I'm consistent in doing my yoga in, say, 4 times a week. Then say drink, you have to get very specific. You can't say I will ensure that I will achieve physical wellness. You have to get very specific to the steps that you will take, and you have to adhere to it and be consistent with it. And that's only possible if you go into the finer aspects of it. If you go into the fine things, right? Say, for example, things here: practice yoga, maybe do 10,000 steps or 5,000 steps, whatever. If you yet to start, or if you're not very consistent, maybe you can say I'll do 5,000 steps and then increase it to 8,000. But if you're doing it, then you have to ensure that it is consistent. Yeah. So what will happen is that the physical health is a foundation for productivity, confidence, and longevity. And when body is healthy, obviously the energy levels, focus, and overall quality of life will improve. Yeah, and the consistency is what will get us to what we want to achieve. Have you noted or jotted 2 things that you want to do in your physical wellness? All of us? Yes, from Kalyan. Sachin ji, Rajesh ji, Ravikant ji. Have you noted? Maybe you don't want to tell it out. You don't have to really verbalize, or you don't want to share. Just share if you have jotted 2 points for yourself. Even if you have been doing something earlier, just have to maintain it. Like, say, I have been doing my 10,000 steps since the last 6 months. You can write down that you will continue to do your 10,000 steps. Yeah. Even that can be a part of your vision board for your physical wellness. Devikanji?
Ji.
Have you listed?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Have you
Yeah.
listed points? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Can we go to
So,
the next?
yes.
So mental wellness is the next one. So we don't give so much of importance to mental wellness because somebody may look okay, on the face of it, but maybe they are not okay. I mean, the physical aspects do not always show the mental aspects of a person. But if we want to ensure that the internal is as good as the external, that we have to ensure that we are doing certain things to ensure mental wellness, right? Um, it's not the easiest. I think it's the more rather difficult thing, which is meditating, right? So something like meditation, uh, maybe therapy, maybe sharing with your friends or having a mentor, uh, reading, all these things could help, right? So when it comes to mental wellness, we have to have our objectives in ensuring this. Mental wellness, I think meditation is one of the most important things if we want to achieve mental wellness on our own. And why is it important? Is it helps us to manage stress and improve decision making and yeah, maintain emotional balance. Right? I would say for me personally, the fact that we all get together in spite of our engagements, we all get together every evening at 9:30. This also helps me with my mental wellness. I don't know. I'm sure you can relate to what I'm saying. So are we sorted with our action points for achieving a mental wellness? Yeah. Okay. Shall we move to the next one? So emotional wellness is about understanding and managing emotions effectively. Um, your goals is to understand emotions, heal and let go of past baggage, develop self-love, surround with positive people, and practice gratitude. Yeah, I think the last point is should rather be the first point. Um, so I would like to say that uh, generally it's when you are talking with your friends, especially women, we generally have a girls gang and we share and we feel much better or exchange ideas and things like that. And once that gets fixed, um, I think we feel much better when we share with others, right? So what is your go-to to feel emotionally good? You want to share with your parents, your spouse, you have a bestie, you have a group. Uh, Sometimes even kids are. I really feel surprised when I talk to my kids. They have a very strong and a very good solution, or they counsel really well with something that I am disturbed with. And when I share, I'm really surprised the level of maturity and the level of uh, strength they have. So you never know, right? Agree with me? Yeah. Anybody on this? You have anything to share on this?
Yeah, on the emotional wellness, right. One is the gratitude practicing. What was the other? Can you go back to the slide? Yeah. Yes, and it's a bit tough on the second point, heal and let go of the past baggage. It's something that
Right.
I need to practice. But yeah, one
Which
thing
is like
is
very
exactly.
difficult to let go of because we dwell on the past a lot. That's like the most common habit.
Yeah.
But yeah, gratitude and meditation, I think, definitely helps
Yeah.
to go away with it.
Meditation, it's part of mental wellness. But I think
Yeah.
here it's gratitude and developing self-love.
So I think the mental wellness and emotional wellness, I think the morning sessions that we are having at 5.
Right. Yeah.
So yeah, that is one means of getting this mental and emotional wellness. Yeah. Okay.
So we move to the next one.
I
Yeah.
feel it's more important, like, if you're dwelling in the past, nothing is really going to happen. You just have to be with the present and hopeful about the future. And more importantly, keep yourself busy. You know, then obviously, once you are like busy in work, then definitely the past doesn't peep in. So that is one way of keeping yourself, apart from meditation and all those things. And for men, it is always like hang out with friends over the weekend, have couple of beers, and you are perfectly unwind yourself and come back on Monday again. Not a healthy way of doing it, but that's my way.
Okay. Okay.
So whatever you worked and shedded out those extra calories, 2 bottles of beer and everything is gone.
So you do another 5,000 steps extra. Or
Yeah.
instead of walk, you need to run for the same amount of time.
Right.
Okay, coming to social wellness, building meaningful relationships and a supportive network. Yeah, like what Sachinji just said, that helps a lot. So what is the most important thing in the world? Like people say X, Y, Z, but I would say the first and foremost is relationships, right? And the most important relationship is with oneself, my relationship with myself, and then with the rest of the world, right? So strong relationships are important for all the um, relevant reasons. Like we can help and support each other, and you need somebody to listen to, you need positive circles, all that, right? So do we have good social circles? Are we good with our social wellness? Something to be thought about. Yeah, because there are a lot of times when you've lost touch with your maybe very good pals from school or college, or say somebody who was our bestie at some point of time, and we sit back and we reminisce. Maybe you can always uh, take the initiative and connect with them, right? Because the kind of mental boost that these things give, it's so much better than anything else. Agree?
Yeah.
Who's in touch or lost touch with? You keep thinking, okay, I should probably find out where he or she is. I want to get connected with him or her. Who is who is in that kind of a scenario right now? Or did you just get reminded of something that you wanted to do? Getting connected or forming a social circle. You've probably moved into a new community. You want to build a circle there. Or professionally, rather so. Right? We are part of so many communities. We are part of so many network meetings. I think of late, Kalyan has been attending a lot of networking meetings and all that, right? So maybe we should jot down that I'm a part of this particular forum, this particular club, and I will probably meet 2 people this month, something like that. So we can get specific with what we want to do in terms of our social wellness, right? And at this point of our careers, it's the social networks that help us in progressing or getting across or steering by our career. Yes, so it gets even more relevant and important, right? Kalyan, you spoke about was it Indi Banerjee?
Hmm.
Did you connect with him?
I'm connected with him.
So those are the kind of things. You met him at the meet yesterday?
Yeah, I met him. And then after the event was over,
Okay,
I I wanted to talk to him.
right.
He got into a call. He got into some call. Okay.
Okay,
He saw me waiting over there, and then
right,
can you give me 20 minutes?
right.
I was there for 20 minutes. I was doing
You won him.
yeah, and so after the 20 minutes, I spoke to him. It was a nice conversation. And then we kind of spoke for about half an hour, good half an hour. Okay, yeah, it was good. I'll probably be sort of talking to him soon. Yeah.
Yeah. So those are the kind of things that will help us build relationships. So are we planning to do something on this front? 2 or 1 point, maybe? Rajesh, anything on your mind right now on this front for your vision board?
Yeah, one is I'm just thinking to be part of some NGO organization. Actually, there is I mean within my company there is a forum, so I'm planning to join that. So that's one, and
It could also
yeah,
be something like we join so many forums or pages on our LinkedIn, for example. But yeah, we just receive whatever updates are there. So we could probably go around checking who's a part of this. Are there any relevant connects? Can we connect and start a conversation from here? All those things also will matter, right? Is that a good idea, Sachinji? Ravikantji, what do you say?
Yeah, very true. Three things that came to my mind immediately while reading all these things and listening to you. The sense of mission, spirit of action that we keep striving for, and the social wellness is all about connecting with the cause and the people for these three things that can be one of the part of the personal uh, ambitions, we can say, or our vision board. So,
So, Rajesh, you just spoke of.
just wanted to share this. Reading this thing came to my mind.
Oh, thank you. So, Rajesh, you just spoke of being a part of NGO, and Ravikanji has done so much. He's worked a lot with NGOs, right? Am I right, Ravikanji? So there's your
Yeah, right.
so there's your connect. You could
Yeah.
pick
Sure, sure. I'll
and
connect.
choose.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. So shall we move to the next one?
So one, I think in this entire slide,
Yep.
one bullet which is probably utmost important from my standpoint, or is probably the most sort of the most critical thing, is that first one under expected outcomes, strong support system.
Yeah.
Okay, this is so important.
So important. Yeah.
If I mean, across all these slides, I mean, I was fixated on this one particular bullet.
Right.
Strong support system. I mean, you never know what kind of situation you may land in, but then if you have that support system to pull you out of that situation, that's a blessing. That's a blessing.
Absolutely.
Okay, so
So yeah, absolutely. Bang on. So when I was looking at doing this slide, the first thing that when I see social, the first thing that comes to my mind always is the first lesson and the first statement when we first had our social studies subject ever in school. I think that's around 4th standard or 5th standard. I don't remember when it is. So the first statement in that chapter in the first lesson in social studies is man is a social animal. Right? And these are the reasons that the support system being the most, that's why it's that significant. Yeah, well observed, Kalyan.
yeah.
So do we have this in place? Can we move to the next one? Yeah, intellectual wellness. Right? So continuous learning and personal development. So I think this is totally, I mean, for the rest of the things, we could see people around, or we could do this because other people are doing, but when it comes to intellectual wellness, I think this is totally dependent on us about where we want to get to, at to what extent, or to what stage that we want to get to when it comes to developing our personality based on what we learn, the kind of wisdom that we gain, right? So you may choose to read every day. I may not be a voracious reader, but yes, it improves all kind of skills, new skills, conversational skills. Yeah, and staying curious is like the most important of all the things. And obviously, your wisdom increases. You are a better and a smarter person when you do these things. Right? A lot of people say that I will start reading, I will read one book a month, or I'll read one book a week, and that can be any kind of book, fiction, non-fiction, any of those. But then starting or doing it is what is important. Right? So this, it's like, if we remember the movie Three Idiots, he says, कोई भी यूनिफॉर्म पहन लो, कोई भी क्लास में जाके बैठ जाओ, ज्ञान है मिलता रहेगा, right? So it's like, pick any book, look at whatever source, gain knowledge, learn continuously, and it'll automatically develop your personality. Right? So what is your interest? I think after AI has come, everybody is busy learning, understanding AI. But apart from that, what is your way of learning or developing your personality? Could you share something on this? Or anything that you aspire to do?
Yeah. Yeah, this is that LLL, lifelong
Yeah,
learning. So
LLL.
yeah, I think to me, these networking meetups and technical conferences that I attend, so those are one, those are sort of, strong resources for me to keep myself abreast. And then I'm sort of, taking some conscious efforts with Geetanjali ji's help to upskill and get back to a little bit of hands-on, right? So, and yeah, presenting, speaking in events and conferences, right? I mean, that's also there. And to me, I think if there is a way to ensure continuity in it, and then let go of that sort of, let go of that uh, feeling that if let's say if I speak or talk or if I present, it may not be it will not come across as well as the people would like to listen, right? So that has to go. That those inhibitions have to go. You have to just jump into it and then start doing it over a period of time. I think it will, things will fall in place. Yeah.
Sure. Brilliant. You want to add something, Rajini? What's your way of it?
Yeah, I read books and I need to keep that pace. So now I'm
Yeah.
in non-fiction. So more of leadership related books. That's something I want to keep going. Right? So sometimes it's up and down, right? I mean, I want to complete at least one book per month, but it's not happening. So I need to continue.
That goes on your vision board.
Yeah.
So it could also be something like you want to follow someone, you admire someone. There's so many videos, there's so many uh, visual, and there's so many podcasts. You would probably want to look at those things also. But yeah, the ultimate, if you ask me, the ultimate is reading. But then it could be those things also to absorb intellect from the wise ones.
Yeah. Sometimes scrolling takes you to some other things which you lose track.
Yeah.
What?
Like I am a fan of Simon Sinek, for example. So because I think he explains in a very lucid, in a very, everybody can understand what he says. So I really do follow. So likewise. So you have anything, Ravikanji? You want to add? What goes on your vision board?
Yeah, it's mostly the academic journals and research papers that I have found of. So most of the times I keep still subscribing to those journals, and whenever I find time, I just pick up any of the journal and keep reading over it, and that obviously goes on my vision board too.
Absolutely. So you already have, you are in habit of doing that, and you would want to
Yeah,
consistently, yeah, great.
continue
Sachin,
with the same and the next. Yeah.
yeah, right. Okay. Gitanjali, you want to add something?
Yeah, so I like to network a lot, which has to begin now. And also like to listen to a lot of people whom I want to listen to spiritually. So I spend most of my time in that and in meditations, which is my core. And yep. And whatever we learn, we should put it in practice. And when we put it in practice is when we become expert at it. So yeah, Kalyanji, you have to just start practicing.
We have our 2 points for intellectual wellness on the vision board. Shall we move to the next one?
Yeah.
Financial wellness. So, yeah, I think we have this as the primary goal. Everybody has this as the primary goal. We would probably have it here in the mind, but putting it there on the vision board definitely matters, makes a difference. So we have to ensure that we are creating our objectives related to the financial stability so that the future is secure, right? So I think Marutesh would have been a good, his interest lies in finance. So I'm sure everybody has got plans in place. You have your own investment plans, your own objectives related to, you are at a 50 lakh right now, you want to get into a profile which gets you better, um, CTC. Somebody's at 1 crore already and wants to get to 2 crore. So you have those objectives in place, but then there are many other things that need to be planned. So when it comes to saving and investing, spending, planning for the future, it's all about the financial wellness so that the future or even the present is stress free and helps in growth and freedom to spend or live the way that we want to live. Right? So, do we have some objectives in place for this? Like, there's a lot on, a lot of ads coming to SIP and mutual funds and term life insurance and health insurance. I think a lot of these ads are educative nowadays. More earlier, it used to be just, the ad, go for SIP, go for mutual fund. But right now, they are trying to educate the public so that there is more participation from the masses or the public at large. So those things have to be in place. So you have anything, any plans that you have been pushing away for long, or you don't have the time to plan something that you have on your mind, but you've not been able to do it concrete? Maybe you can jot down those points and then put it in action for this year. So, or maybe maintain continuity, right? Anything about it? Anything about this? Any tips or suggestions or anything about financial wellness that you want to share?
Only one, yeah, this is all fine. Yeah, I mean, this is needed, but I think in addition to in addition, so in addition to sort of us as individuals trying to shore up our finances and becoming financially independent, it is also important to inculcate this in the next generation.
Yeah, right.
So this is something which I very strongly feel that
Sure. Absolutely.
right. So with the rate at which we have the inflation now, with the rate at which we have the expenses, the next generation has to seriously understand the implications and start having that financial discipline.
So, yeah, I always believe that this should be a part of academic curriculum for kids. I don't know why they don't. I hope with the revised or newer education system, these basics are included. But yes, it is important, and I think kids also look at us, how we practice, how much of discipline that we maintain. They learn by watching as well. So yeah. So do we have one or two points for our vision board when it comes to financial wellness? Anything that you've been pushing about thinking or about implementing? Please note that down right now. Maybe you would need advice from a consultant. Maybe you need to consult with your spouse, or maybe you need to talk to a partner, whatever. But then, whatever you've been thinking of, or whatever has been on your mind, just jot it down. 1, 2, minimum 2 points. Rest of it can go in. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, Kalyan ji, लिख लिया?
Will we move to the next? And I think that's the last one. Which is where the ultimate, which is where anybody would feel ultimate about finding purpose, meaning, and inner peace. Kuch bhi ho jaye does not matter to me. I'm fine. Yeah. So our morning sessions help us direct us towards this. Meditate, reflect, discover purpose, practice gratitude, trust the journey. Yeah. Why spiritual wellness? Because it provides direction, value, and deeper connection with oneself. Like I had mentioned earlier, the first and most important relationship that we need to have is with our own self. So, yeah, this working towards spiritual wellness is what will help us get there. Yeah. So, what would be the expected outcomes is greater clarity of purpose, inner peace, and inner peace reflects on the face. That's how you look calm, peaceful, beautiful, inside out. I think that's what is called looking beautiful inside out, right? And yeah, positive outcome on life. The best part is, I think most of us, this is the most important, and we have the least time for this. We try and juggle with everything else, but this ends up being a last on our action point. So, what would you like to do?
This group is very lucky, all of them are there and they meditate every day. So that is very good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep thoughts? Any ideas? Any comments on this?
Kalyanji.
No, so what I was thinking is, back in the days, so a couple of years back, the idea of spiritual wellness and spirituality was restricted to maybe
Old age.
a pilgrimage, right? So you go
Okay. Hmm.
to a pilgrimage, right? And then you have those darshans, okay? And then you've kind of sort of get that happiness out of that experience or journey, right? But now uh, see, one other aspect which is probably gaining a lot of prominence is it says that, so when you to attain to that state where you are manifesting your life, right? So and you can sort of achieve that manifestation either through guided spiritual awakening or through some, I think there's right, what is it, those dhyana yoga, karma yoga, okay, and then I think bhakti yoga, etc., right? So my if at all it happens in my lifetime, if I can be lucky, I want to sort of understand the relationship between the karma and what happens in the constellation, right? And it's a little vague concept. I want to understand that, but it needs a lot of spiritual coaching and guidance, right, and things like that, for which I don't have time. So the spiritual wellness, I'll have to resort to morning meditation sessions for now and see if something else opens up later. Yeah.
It has to open up within you, like that light has to, shine within you, and you will be enlightened on your own. The path, it's a journey of oneself, actually. I mean, as much as I have attained, I feel that the more you keep searching outside, you actually lose on the track. But the more you start connecting within yourself, is when the actual enlightenment starts happening. And for that, again, yes, you have to connect with divine for it rather than, like, it's a journey within, more of it. I mean, the more you are connected to yourself and the more you are connected to divine is when that alignment happens, manifestation actually comes true. So, yes.
Anyone else on this?
Yeah, for me, it's it's a daily ritual, Gayatri mantra. So I need to do Sandhyavandan at least twice. So that's what is keeping me, keeping myself calm in terms most of the time. So it's really I mean I I also do Saligram, which so that is also helpful.
All right, Ravikant, you're there?
Hello.
Achha. What are your thoughts?
What I was thinking of when Kalyanji and you were talking about, Pravrutti and Prakriti, both the things are within us. And most of the times we are just dealing with our Pravrutti, but somewhere controlling and confining this Pravrutti within us and going back to our own Prakriti is a process, is a long process, and it needs a lot of practices to be followed. While living our day-to-day life, we get stuck with spirituality, religion, culture, society, and community, and this kind of I will call it as a
Web.
gatherings around. And when we get stuck with this process of going towards Prakriti gets stopped. So somewhere as a spiritual wellness, we should have some agenda on our for ourselves to go back to our Prakriti and can thus obtain or can achieve our spiritual wellness. That is what I was thinking of.
Yeah, it is basically disconnecting to connect. Or
So that
disconnecting with all the
exact
distractions that, I mean, the world is a distraction. Things are distraction. Whatever we are craving for, whatever is in the materialistic world is a very big distraction. When we disconnect from that and when all these distractions are there, we can control over that. And that is when we will be aligned with divine. Like you said कि प्रकृति से connect तभी होगा, right? Because इतना सारा stuck
Yes,
हो
yes.
रहे हैं, वो जो stuck हो रहे हैं वो ही इसीलिए रहे हैं ना. They are all, Maya has to come to distract us, and then we have to remember that this is distraction. Stay away.
Very true.
All right. What is the next one?
the agenda that you spoke of, Ravikantji, is exactly what we need to jot down on our vision board. Yeah, so
Should we go to
this
the
small, consistent steps, actions for a holistic achievement of overall wellness is what we need to practice. And hence it's divided into these 7 segments, right? And if we drop it on our vision board, at which we can stare on a daily basis, we will not get distracted from those goals. It will be visible to us. It will keep reminding us. We can make it interesting. We can either keep it like the way you want to make it, like maybe like a wheel, maybe like a spreadsheet. You can make it engaging and interesting with pictures. Most of the vision boards have pictures of things that you want to achieve or of what is the wellness that you want to get to. So, is this like a good beginning? I would probably say yes. We just have to build on it, and maybe over the weekend you can build your complete board either colorfully or it can be like something that you have printed, something that you have written, or maybe pictures. After you achieve, you can probably make two segments. One is you want to achieve, and after you achieve, you can move that into the second part. Maybe there's a, there's a B. If you achieve something, just pin it and then remove and push it onto the achieved segment or anything. It's up to you how you want to go about doing it. Right? And if this holistic actions are achieved, obviously we reach where we want to get to, or we do even better than what we had thought of. Sounds good to begin with.
Very well done, Preeti ji. Very nice.
Thank you so much for doing this, for participating and getting started with your vision board. I mean, maybe you could, if you've done it by Monday or Tuesday, if you can just share, you could probably hide what, or you can black out what you have, if anything is confidential, but it'll be good to see how you have gone about doing your vision board.
Yes, ma'am. Monday, all of us are ready. Yes, Priyanji?
Thank you so much
Ajay ji,
for your patient
Shanti and
participation in today's
Okay.
session.
very nice. Really
Thank you.
nice.
Over to you, Gitanjali.
Good job. All right. Let's all connect tomorrow morning at 5:45 for the spiritual wellness.
Thank you so much.
All right. See you all.
Good night. Bye bye.
Good night. Bye-bye.